Good afternoon, all the Intiassa TV viewers and listeners. Incap published its Q2 result a few hours ago, and on this video we will walk those result figures through and talk a little bit about other key topics around the company as well. Otto, you are now from in Copenhagen. Good afternoon, and hope you have stayed healthy.
Yes, good afternoon, or it's still on the morning side here. So good morning, Jonas. No, I have been healthy. I'm currently on vacation, so that's why I'm here in Copenhagen. But of course, for coming out for an interview with you, I can do any time. So go ahead.
Yes, that's good to hear. Let's start with the warm-up question. Your Q2 performance was astonishing. Could you tell us what happened during that period, and what kind of challenges you faced?
Yeah, no, I'm very pleased with our quarter result, and especially with the challenges we had in India, still with having limitations in how we could operate them and temporary lockdowns and so amazing job from our team, and especially the team in India that made these challenges not show up in the figures that much. So I think that summarizes it. Great team performance, and still a little bit of hassle and challenges with COVID and other issues.
Yeah, the last 16 months have been quite tough to supply chains. There have been some factory lockdowns, travel restrictions, component shortages. What do you consider to be the most important lessons that you have learned from these circumstances?
I think Incap's business model is very strong, and this entrepreneurial culture and very much site-driven business have showed that it's very strong. Of course, we have also had challenges with material availability and as you mentioned, or we mentioned before, the different lockdowns and so. But we have teams in place that deal with this on a very efficient and very, how to say, customer-oriented level, and we try to do our best to solve these situations. And looking at the big picture, we have been able to do that quite well.
Yeah, sourcing is probably the most important function to every EMS company. Could you tell us a little bit about your sourcing processes, like how many key suppliers you have, what kind of leverage you have on those, and how you have organized your sourcing function?
If you look at in general the electronic components, we use the bigger electronic component distributors, as I think most EMS companies. Of course, we have some contracts directly with manufacturers as well. When it comes to mechanical components, then we have local networks around the factories. So for plastics and metals and so that we develop our own networks. Then of course we work across the units and cooperate a lot. And we have our Hong Kong office that can help us with sourcing from foremost from Asia and so. But I think the key is that we have local sourcing teams connected to the factories. That is, I think, what sets us apart from many of our competitors that have perhaps one big centralized sourcing organization.
Yeah, there have been quite a lot of discussion about increased material prices and logistic prices. How does your pricing model work? Are you able to push these into customer prices, or are you facing some kind of a margin erosion in long term?
No, as an EMS partner, we work very closely to our customers. So when it comes to both cost increases, but also decreases, we are forwarding those in big extent to our customers. So it goes both ways. So yes, on the material side, we are, or if we see that material prices are increasing, then we're able to forward that towards our customers. But we work very much from every day to decrease the costs, and also the decreases we are forwarding if there's possibility to our customers. So it goes a little bit both ways.
Yeah, good. Then let's take a bit deeper dive to India. You stated on May that you are building a new factory there. Could you tell us a little bit about that project?
Yes, we are building a new factory, so roughly 8,000 500 square meters we will have. So it will be a full third factory in India, and it has gone very, very well. We are in the middle of that, but we are also in the middle of the previous, or no, not in the middle, but now in the end of the previous expansion. So there's a lot of different projects going on in India. What to tell about that, I think, is we are blessed that we have great customers that are in good market segments that are booming currently and expanding. And we are happy and grateful that we can take a big share of that expansion and support our customers in that growth. That we do through investing in our capabilities and in our capacities. And I think that's something we will continue to do also in the future.
Yeah. You already gave us a little bit, little information about the customers that you have in India. Could you give us a bit more color? What kind of industries you have in this portfolio, and some concrete examples of products that you made there?
Yeah, I think India is very much around how to say power electronics. So UPS inverters and different components that go into the systems. I would say that foremost systems around green energy, lot of solar power and this kind of car chargers for electric cars and this kind of segments. So green energy and power electronics perhaps are the two key words when it comes to the Indian manufacturing. But of course, we have a lot of different customers in India as well. But those are perhaps the biggest ones to take away from it.
Yeah, you have a lot of growth initiatives in India, as mentioned already. What are the biggest concerns that you have regarding the growth in there?
Concerns. I'm an optimistic guy, and I don't see headaches and concerns so much. I see challenges and possibilities, and of course there is challenges. If the COVID pandemic is not over yet in the world, before we have majority of the people globally vaccinated, and if we have these kind of situations which are not in our hands, where we are needed to lock down or change our production scheduling, of course that can be challenging. That said, we have been able to show now twice that this doesn't impact the big picture in I would say a severe manner, and so that gives me quite confident that we will be able to steer through the next challenge as well. But there is always challenging in expanding businesses and in growing but it's very much the part of our job to be able to facilitate this and to do it in a good manner and profitable manner and so on. So I'm excited in that sense to continue with these projects.
Thank you, Otto, for your answers, and congratulations on yet another great quarter, and also a happy or great vacation.
Thank you very much, Jonas.